Good evening, Miss. I will choose one period of English literature development is Middle English features. Middle English features. French became the language of the upper classes or rulers, and also the official language of government. English is entrusted with 1,000 of French words, while the type of medieval literature that is the most is Romance. The characteristics of French and Anglo-Norman literary works, among others, are the various forms of poetry. The style of expression of the language is bright and simple, always has a bright atmosphere. These characteristics are not found in all English literature, which is always gloomy, has a heavy and complex style of language, and whose rhyming form is limited to alliteration. The characteristic of all English literature can hardly be found in Middle English literature, but on the contrary, the French characteristics mentioned above can be seen in medieval English works, especially the works of Geoffrey Chaucer. Late medieval literature can be said to belong to Chaucer or the age of Chaucer. The works of medieval English literature can be divided into three types, namely poetry, prose, and drama. First, poetry. Hero period poetry consists mostly of metric romance or romantic stories written in verse about the French hero or Roland, the Celtic hero or Arthur, and the English hero Bevis or Hampton. Romantic metrics are long narrative poems about love and adventure. The main character or hero is usually a knight who saves a woman who is in trouble. In his adventures, characteristics are knights fight giants, dragon, wizard, and more. His enemies that had to be subdued could also become rulers of the church or the state. The theme of a story usually includes three things: love, religion, and deity. But whatever the theme is, it always romantic, and the metric form of romantics was very popular with royalty. Metric romantics can be divided into three types based on the material or subject matter. French material included stories about Charlemagne and his knights or paladins, such as Chanson de Rohan. English materials include the legendary stories King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Roman material included stories about the East, such as Alexander the Great, the Siege of Troy, and Floris and Blanchefleur. To prose. An example of medieval English prose is John Wycliffe. He was a professor at the University of Oxford and a church figure. He was the first to criticize the authority of the Roman Church. According to Wycliffe, everyone has the right to study the scriptures on their own. In those days, only the clergy could read the Bible because it was still written in Latin. Wycliffe rejected church doctrine and also criticized church officials or Pope Carnival or bishops, different bishops. Wycliffe's influence was strong. He gained an large following from both Oxford faculty and students. Because the Wycliffe movement was banned by Edward III and the ban was in effect during the reign of Henry IV. The Wycliffe government, movement turned into an evangelical movement that was greatly carried out by his followers, known as Lollards, who mostly moved among the common people. In the field of literature, Wycliffe is known as a translator of the scriptures. His translation work was distributed throughout England and was instrumental in establishing standard English to replace the various dialects. Another prose work is the Historiarium Britanniae by Geoffrey Monman, 1100 to 1145. 55. The book containing the history of English kings was written in Latin, then translated into French, and from French into English. George drew his materials from these works. Celtic traditions, legend, and romantic fantasies. That's it, fantasies. It was he who created King Arthur as a romantic hero. Norman French readers regarded Geoffrey's works as an authentic historical document and used it as the basis for stories about King Arthur and his knights. 3. Drama. In addition to poetry and verse, England also began to appear literary form and drama. Drama originally grew within the church as a medium for clergy to explain their sermons because the demonstration sermons were given in Latin, which was not understood by the majority of the people. They were greatly replaced by English shows that are growing, which require more players. Players are also no longer taking place inside the church, but outside, such as a church field or the streets. Drama plays are taken from the scriptures, for example, on Christmas or Christmas. The play of the birth of Christ is shown, while the Easter, the story of the crucifixion and resurrection of Christ is present. Then in addition to serious religious plays, secular and humorous plays were also performed as a distraction for serious plays, sometimes organized by business unions or guilds under the supervision of the church. In the 13th century, there were two kinds of the drama, namely miracle, which played the lives of saints, of saints, and mysteries, which took themes from the Bible. Okay, that's all for my explanation. Thank you and good evening.